Just to make working with relays a bit easier, I'm going to just customize what columns are shown on the entry screen. So we're going to want grade, club, actual, non-competitive or NC, league and team. Just to help make things a lot easier. Close the customize box and then save that setup so that next time you come into it, all those columns are still there. The other thing you want is the team manager, which locks to the right hand side of the entry screen. This is where you make and change teams around. Just to illustrate what makes a team, I'm going to go into the editorial screen and I'm going to give 3 of the entries the same team name. And you can see that simply by having the team name assigned, this has now created a team. So it's the team name that is the important thing. However, you should always use the team manager when working with teams, as there's things like the bib number, the league and the grade and the team name that also need to be set to the right value. Now just a quick run through about the actual column. It represents the course that they actually ran as opposed to the one they entered against. If you go to the courses, you can see that allow variation for the intermediate girls is ticked. What this means is that an intermediate girl can run any of the other courses. If it is left blank, then O-Lynx will check what course they ran when they download and assign it. If we give it a course, then they must run that course in order to not miss punch. If you were running a more informal relay, such as at club level, you could leave it blank and O-Lynx would work out which forking they ran when they download. However, in this case, because we've allocated teams to certain courses, the actual will be assigned when the bib number is entered against a team. O-Lynx tries to make it as easy as possible to set up the teams. To make this easier, click on the club column to sort by the club, and then click on the grade column while holding down shift to sort also by the grade, so that we've got grades and clubs grouped together. So then you can go through your team sheets and build your teams. The first way is by dragging and dropping. So to set up a senior boys mags team, I can just drag the members over to the team manager, and the order I drag it is the order of the team. I can then rearrange the team if I need to. We get a team name and a team club, but as yet we haven't set up the team bib number, which will be in your allocation sheets, which is also available using this button here. You can see the allocations, and we can see that for senior boys, the first mags team is been set as bib number 5, So I can just double click that, and now the team bib number over on the far left here, you can see it's been set. You also see there's been a hash put in front of the number 1. That just confirms that it's actually a lookup team, pre-assigned team that has been set. So I can do the second mags team exactly the same way. Now the lock button comes on when you're working in a team. So if I wanted to start a new button using drag and drop, I'd have to unlock it, and then it's now on Sam Taylor. So I can drag him across to start the next team. And he's the second mags team, so he's going to be team number 6. Now if we had a composite team, so I'll take a mags person, a Newlands person, an intermediate boys. So I'll take a Newlands intermediate boys and a Pukekohe intermediate boys. You can see that because the team's a mixture of clubs, it's come up and assigned it as a composite automatically. Team club is composite, and so in this case we'd be looking to assign the composite team to one of the intermediate boys spare teams. So I'm going to choose team number 50. Note that the non-competitive isn't automatically set for a composite team. You have to manually click the NC to set it as non-competitive. Note how the team numbers that I've used have turned orangey pink to indicate that those team numbers have been used. Depending on how you make teams and delete teams, that may get out of sync with the reality. So there's a refresh button at the top just to make sure that everything's kept in sync. Now, a slightly faster way to build a team is to do it over in the entry table only. So you right click and you can go start a new team, and then you right click again on the next person and add to team. And you can quickly build a team up, assign their team number. It's done. Do another one. Just right click, start a new team, add to team, add to team, and assign the bib number again. Another way that we do it is to use barcode numbers, which are handed out in the school packs with the student's name on it and their chip number as the barcode. All we do is we scan the form, assign the bib number, and the team's done. So you can quickly do a lot of teams in a short time. To set the start times for the teams, we usually leave it until they actually start. As usually you're still changing teams around and last minute changes. And also, if for some other reason the event was held up a little bit, and so it starts for 5 minutes late, you want the accurate start time when everybody's starting. So we use mass start to set the start times. And we're doing it by grade for the relays. So if the intermediate girls and the junior boys were starting together, select them both. And down here we've got if league equals 1, so we're only setting the start, the League 1 runners. If that was 10 AM on the day of the event, I'll just go OK. And it'll come up that it's set for 69 competitors on grades I, G and JB. And then I will do the next grades. When they started. For the mass start during the event, it's pretty much the same thing. Mass start, you select all of the grades because everybody will be starting together. It'll be on League. The League 2 mass start, League 2 equals, and we're only setting the start time for those that are still to start, i.e. they're standing around the start box, getting ready to go, waiting for their runner to come in. So anybody that's running out there that's on League 2 doesn't get their start time set. And then we go OK on that. And then we do the same when it's time for League 3. You've got to set the start time. So if it was 11:05 when you're doing that mass start for League 2, then press OK. And it'll set their times of those that have yet to start. And when it comes to the League 3 runners, exactly the same thing.